not so much pressure on the goalkeeper, it's all on the player. They've done lots of practice, and I think, you know, whatever you practice, stick to what you're going to do, stick to your routine. And, you know, I always think if you're going to miss going hard. Don't try and, you know, give the keeper the eyes and roll it into the corner and, you know, put a bit of pace on it.
If he's not on in the 119th minute, would you bring Aguero on to take a penalty?
Listen, it'd be written in the stars if he could score the winning penalty, but I'm not sure if Pep would be doing that sort of thing. He knows who the best penalty takers are. But I think if it does go to that, I think Aguero will definitely be on the pitch by then anyway.
We will see. Manchester United didn't make any subs till extra time, did they, on Wednesday night in the Europa League? I wonder if Pep will roll the dice a little bit sooner. Rachel has text to say if Chelsea start the way they played in the second leg of their semi-final, then we'll be up against it. But a possible early goal from Timo Werner is on the cards. But surely it's written in the stars for Aguero to come through for City and light the Manchester sky blue tonight. Bring it on. Rachel and Alfie watching on tonight as well. Well, it's almost time, isn't it, on BBC Radio Manchester for your big match commentary. How are the nerves? It gets worse with every ticking minute up till kick-off. We can see fans around the world now watching on, not only here in the Academy Stadium in Manchester. There's a screen showing fans in London, but I know they're watching across the globe. It is a big one. It's Manchester City against Chelsea in the Champions League final, the final step on a massive journey. Can they do it? We're sending the lads in Portugal the very best of luck.
Hi, I'm Emily from Lowton, and I just want to send the very best of luck to everybody associated with Manchester City Football Club ahead of the Champions League game against Chelsea in Portugal.
Hello, it's Jack from Hale. Come on the Blues! Champions League final. This is what it's about. 2-1 City. Aguero, late goal.
Greg here from Sale. This is it, boys. We're 90 minutes from glory. No regrets. Leave nothing on that pitch. And show the world we are the best. Come on, City!
Hello, it's Mark from Glossop. Good luck, lads. A place in history beckons. A chance to complete a unique treble. The pressure is merely a temporary shadow of great opportunity. You've got this. Come on, City.
I cannot believe that City are in a Champions League final. And if we play to our strengths and we continue to be as consistent as we have been in the competition so far, there's absolutely no reason why we can't be bringing that trophy back to Manchester.
Hi, I'm Esme Morgan, Manchester City women's player. I'm a lifelong City fan, and I just want to wish the boys massive luck in the final in Porto. We'll be kicking every single ball with you lads, so bring it home.
Hi guys, I'm Yannicka from Wilmslow. I just wanted to wish you good luck in the Champions League final this Saturday. You've had a fantastic campaign. You've done so well, so hopefully you can put the icing on the cake and bring the Champions League trophy to Manchester. Come on, City!
This is Bernie from Hale. 3-1 to City. Chelsea to score an iffy pen. Kev to equalise with a thundering free kick. Phil to slot one in from an impossible angle, and Kuntz to come on and score the final goal with his head. Aguero!
Wow, the teams are out. The fans here in the CFA on their feet. What started at home to Porto in October ends tonight in Portugal. It's the Champions League final. The sun sets, but could the blue moon rise tonight? It is time to cross live to Porto. The Estadio do Dragão. Your commentary team is the Premier League winner Chris Sutton, alongside your match commentator John Murray.
Plenty of cheers and whistles again from the Manchester City fans. Just looking at their players as well. The City players, a number of them are turning around and waving, just acknowledging the support of the fans. The final of the Champions League is just a few moments away. So good evening everyone from Portugal. Welcome to this BBC Radio coverage of the 2021 Champions League Portugal, right on the Atlantic coast. And we're sitting high in the Dragão, the home of Porto, Champions League winners themselves. And we're about to watch what is the third Champions League final between two English clubs, and the second in 3 years, which I think says something about the Premier League's current standing in the game. And in a season in which we have had the threat of a Super League, here we are with a final between two of the teams that signed up to that before very rapidly withdrawing. And fan pressure, of course, was such a big part of that. And it really is brilliant, Chris Sutton, that there is a crowd inside the stadium for this, and we have supporters of both clubs, round about 6,000 of them, making a real racket.
Yeah, it feels good to be here in the stadium with the fans who have travelled across, and both sets of fans will expect that the closer we've got to kick off, I think, you know, listening to fans on the plane coming over, predominantly Chelsea fans, they fancied their team, and then we've heard fans today getting a little bit nervous. I think both sets of supporters respect the other teams, and I mean, this has the makings of an absolutely brilliant final. Very, very difficult to call. You think Manchester City, you know, do they have the psychological edge? But do those two Chelsea wins against them in recent times, will they be favourites? Will Chelsea fancy it? We're just about going to find out.
Well, the smoke from all of those fireworks in the opening ceremony, it's just about drifted away. The players are lining up now. Sun shining on the Dragão. The location of this final is a great example of the changing times in which we're living. We should have been by the Bosphorus for this. In fact, we're on the other side of Europe, on the banks of the River Douro. And we're being joined now on BBC Radio 5 Live by listeners to the World Service, to BBC Radio Manchester, to BBC London. Listen as well via BBC Sounds as the players take a knee before the start of the Champions League final. There's a mixed reaction there as well, and again we have many supporters now clapping and applauding and drowning out some whistles and jeers. But here we go, ready for the off. It's Manchester City against Chelsea in the 2021 Champions League final. And it's Manchester City who kick off and get us underway here. First choice colours, Manchester City, the designated home team in the sky blue shirts, white shorts, sky blue socks. Chelsea, royal blue shirts and shorts, white socks, and Chelsea being pressed by Manchester City, and Chilwell is forced into conceding a throw-in near the corner flag, over there in the sunshine. It's taken into the penalty area. Thiago Silva comes across, he clears it away, and then it's cleared further away by Ben Chilwell towards the halfway line. We'll see how things settle down. There are still lots of questions about who would play where. I can see certainly Reece James is operating as the right wing-back for Chelsea, with the captain Azpilicueta, one of the three central defenders. I'll run you through the teams in full in a moment or two. But Zinchenko, chosen instead of Cancelo, goes back into his own half. So who have we got then, Chris? Manchester City with De Bruyne and Foden central, Sterling on the left and Mahrez on the right, and Gundogan with Bernardo Silva a little further back in midfield, just as we're looking at it now.
Yeah, I mean, they're so versatile, aren't they? The City players, looks like De Bruyne will be playing in that sort of false nine position with Foden central, Sterling, big call on the left-hand side. And for Chelsea, interesting one. It looks like Timo Werner is playing as a central striker, Havertz on the right, and Mason Mount on that left-hand side.
Right, so that's sorted it then. So we've got Ederson in goal for Manchester City, a back four of Walker, Stones, Diaz and Zinchenko. And then it's like a 4-3-3 with Gundogan, Bernardo Silva on his right, Foden on his left, and then De Bruyne through the middle with Mahrez on the right and Foden on the left. Free kick to Chelsea in the central third of the field. 0-0, very early stages. And the Chelsea team, Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva and Rudiger, Reece James and Chilwell as the wing-backs, Kante and Jorginho, and then as Chris Sutton has just said, Werner through the middle, Havertz on the right, and Mount out towards the left. So that is how the two coaches have lined it up from the start. And as I say, the big news, the fact that Fernandinho and Rodri are only substitutes. Here is Werner on the right-hand side for Chelsea. Their first attack of the final, and that's blocked out of play by John Stones for a throw-in 5 or 6 yards back from the corner flag on the right-hand side. Reece James takes this throw-in, gives it to Azpilicueta. He's still got that blue strap around his left wrist, his left hand. He seems to have worn that all season, if not longer. goes all the way back to Mendy. Important for Chelsea that they have Mendy and Kante fit. Mendy, who's made such an impact as the new goalkeeper this season. Here is James on the right-hand side. Chelsea are playing from left to right in the first half, and then there's a foul on Jorginho by Bernardo Silva, and it's a free kick to Chelsea halfway inside their own territory. So we do have a crowd, 16,500 or so, are dotted around, socially distanced around this wonderful stadium, this light and airy, bright stadium of the Dragon, the Dragao as they call it, and sun is shining and glinting on the top of the stand on the far side of Chelsea, and Azpilicueta playing it forward towards Kante. Kante just moves to his right and away from Gundogan, who was it out after he missed the last part of training. Gundogan got fit to play. Here's Werner now down the right-hand side, pulls it back to Havertz inside the box. Havertz trips his way towards the byline and then scoops it across, but straight into the gloves of Ederson, who is able to stand feet wide apart and catch the ball in front of his face.
Yeah, a couple of occasions, Timo Werner playing as that central striker, making a good run in the right-hand channel, finding Havertz, who thought about getting a shot off, took an extra touch, and eventually the cross came in and Ederson gathered comfortably.
BBC Radio bringing you Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. And for listeners to 5 Live, there will, after the final is over, there will be a special Champions League final edition of 606, which will feature Alistair Bruce Ball, Chris Sutton and Clinton Morrison. So have your say on the final on 5 Live later in the evening. City with a ball at the back.
They're a back three, aren't they, City, when they're in possession. Zinchenko going into that inverted role, I think we call it, in the Manchester City midfield. Pep trying to outnumber Chelsea in there.
There's a lot going on with Manchester City here. This team, this formation.
Absolutely. I suppose the question is has Pep tinkered too much?
Well, the events of the next 90 minutes will tell us the answer to that. Mason Mount trying to win the ball back on the far side. The challenge comes in and it bounces out of play off Mount for a throw-in. Back to free kick for the foul by Mason Mount. Out there on Kyle Walker, his England colleague. Lots of England faces in this Champions League final tonight, with the squad of 26 being finalised on Tuesday by Gareth Southgate. 4 England players in the Manchester City team, 3 in the Chelsea side. Ball in the centre circle, Kante jumps for it. Ball's played out towards the far side. Zinchenko, there's no one there for Manchester City. So Chilwell can bomb forward down the left-hand side. And then in comes the challenge on him from Bernardo Silva, sliding in, bounces out of play off the Chelsea man. And it's a throw-in for the new Premier League champions. Manchester City hoping to secure a treble here this evening against the team that stopped them from doing the quadruple when Chelsea won the FA Cup semi-final between these sides 6 weeks ago. Manchester City have been beaten by Chelsea twice in the last 6 weeks. As City play it forward now for a run from Sterling towards the right-hand side, and then the ball comes across, but Sterling is Walker is picked up for a foul over there on the far side, and it's a free kick to Chelsea in their own left-back position.
Yeah, it was a run in behind on the right-hand side from Kyle Walker. Let's have a look again. Thiago Silva trying to block him off. There is a little tug on the short from Walker, enough to go down. I'm not so sure.
It's Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. Here's Foden on the left-hand side. 21 yesterday. A rash of birthdays in the Manchester City squad this week. Kyle Walker was 31 yesterday. John Stones was 27 yesterday. And here he is on the ball. John Stones just shuffles it forward and then plays it to his mate Diaz to the left-hand side, with all of these awards for the season. Ruben Diaz in his pocket, metaphorically. Don't worry, he's not actually got them in his pocket. Here's Stones in the centre circle. Stones to Walker, and then Walker will play it all the way back to Ederson, who's all alone there. He's got almost the freedom of the Manchester City half. 0-0. Chris Sutton is with us, who played in the European final here on the Iberian Peninsula. Champions League goal scorer, and we're watching Ederson hit a long raking pass for Sterling inside the penalty area. He's still going. Sterling, Mendy goes down and gets a touch on it near the dead ball line. Actually, Sterling in the end was trying to cross it, and it was pushed away behind by the Chelsea goalkeeper. What a pass from Ederson.
Oh, he's so good, isn't he, Ederson? But it's Reece James who switches off, and I was wondering when we're going to see runs in behind by Manchester City players. Brilliant run from the left-hand side, Sterling inside Reece James. I thought he should have finished it.
First corner for Manchester City. First big chance, or first chance, let's say, for City, for Sterling. But it's Foden with the corner. Here it is. It's an outswinger left-footed towards the penalty spot. Referee Leauge has spotted a push, a shove on Thiago Silva, who's ended up on his backside in his own 6-yard box. And the referee very pointedly points to a free kick.
Let's have a look at Zinchenko, isn't it? And Silva coming together. But the ball from Ederson is sublime. Sterling, his first touch just allows Reece James to get back and have had a nibble and won the ball. But had Raheem Sterling's first touch been better, then that would have been a big chance.
8 minutes played here in Portugal, and we're watching Manchester City coming forward. Still goals. It's Gundogan. Gundogan, Manchester City's top scorer this season. What an excellent campaign he's had. However, he stopped in his tracks, and Chelsea played up towards Mason Mount. Applause, warm applause from the Chelsea fans for their young favourite. Ball over the top for Werner to chase. Oh, Stones has only half cleared that. It's come out to Havertz. Havertz now to the left-hand side to Mount. Back to Havertz towards the byline. Pulls it across. Werner is there. He misses his kick. And it bounces off him and is cleared away by Kyle Walker to comparative safety. That was a chance fluffed by Timo Werner. Sterling now, though, breaks across the halfway line. Still going down the left into the penalty area now. Plays it right across to the far post, and it's blocked by the arriving Ben Chilwell, who appeared from nowhere and prevented the ball reaching Mahrez on the far side. City still with the ball in possession. Excellent work from Chilwell. Back to Gundogan. Thought about the ball into the penalty area. Bernardo Silva made a run there. Comes back to Zinchenko on the left. Zinchenko into the edge of the area to Mahrez, then Zinchenko again. Zinchenko uses Sterling, who's out here still on the left-hand side, up against Azpilicueta. Ball into the box towards Mahrez. Mahrez, though, loses out to James, who turns and clears it away. Good moments these for Manchester City. And then Azpilicueta, then Zinchenko.
Havertz on
is
Zinchenko.
Well, I wondered whether that was a foul, but it's given only as a free kick, as a throw-in for Manchester City, which is taken by Zinchenko.
Just seen the opportunity for Timo Werner, and he's really wasteful. Havertz does well down the left-hand side, pulls the ball back. Werner has made a run, is level with the near post, and I mean that's an air shot with his left foot. Totally misses the ball. Well, the ball wasn't coming too quick. He just has to concentrate on the connection. Was he 7 yards out? That's a big opportunity. And then City straight down the other end. And Ben Chilwell, what a timely interception. Oh, I think Mahrez would have had an easy opportunity to tuck the ball in for City.
Chris, when you're a striker like Timo Werner and you're in a position in a match like this, and there's scrutiny on your position, and that happens. Yeah, how does that affect the individual?
Well, he's missed so many opportunities this season, and that's been the issue with Chelsea, just not clinical enough. And in a big final like this, that was a big opportunity. I think he must have just taken his eye off the ball, lost his balance. You have to just concentrate in those situations on the connection, not try and hit the ball too hard, and that's what Werner did. Wild swing, chance gone. Chelsea cannot afford to keep missing opportunities like that.
Oh, ball played forward for Werner to chase, and that was a last-ditch stretch to chest it away by John Stones. Ball's played across, can't inside the penalty area, but Diaz stood up in his path, and Diaz was able to just very coolly and calmly pass the ball away. It's quite frantic here in central midfield. Just saw Foden and Havertz challenging together. Havertz took a little knock there. Foden, I think, immediately apologised. And Chelsea have the ball in the centre circle. And it's with Thiago Silva, a disappointed runner-up in last season's final with Thomas Tuchel's Paris Saint-Germain, as they were at the time. Thiago Silva then hits a long right-footed ball forward, but Chilwell had straight into an offside position. And it's a free kick for Manchester City deep inside their own territory. And there he is, Thomas Tuchel. He's not in Chelsea blue tonight. He's all in black down there. Still a tight, I think they're tracksuit bottoms. He seems to have like a body warmer on down there. Amazing, really. This is his 30th match in charge of Chelsea, and it's a Champions League final. And he's got that disappointment as well inside his heart somewhere with what happened down in Lisbon in the final last season when they lost out to the only goal of the match. 0-0 tonight with 12 minutes played of this Champions League final. Half chances at either end so far, Chris Sutton.
Yeah, I've seen Werner. Well, I'd say that was more than a half chance.
Yeah.
Big opportunity for him, but we've seen his threat as well, John, haven't we? With runs in behind, causing Manchester City, Stones especially, cause him one or two problems. Stones needs to make sure he's watchful and switched on, and that ball from deep is on his way. He needs to read it early because Werner has the legs on him.
Misplaced pass by Diaz. That was cut out by Mount. Werner makes a run. Mount's in possession. Mount passing the ball forward. Chilwell arrives at pace. Plays it in field. Looking for Werner. Mount's taking it on and plays it to Werner. And Werner with a chance. And the shot is straight at Ederson, who's able to go down to his right and save it relatively comfortably.
How many opportunities does Timo Werner need? It's brilliant from Mason Mount. The ball is perfect. Slipped in from the left-hand side of the box.